Well, good afternoon, everybody. Linda Ray, Texas Girls Farm, and I got the first video uploaded, so I figured I'd go ahead and make an intro for this one. This video is just driving around the property back there and seeing where I mowed, where I couldn't mow, and cut and pass. Alright, hope y'all enjoy. Catch y'all in the next one. Well, you can see I got all of that mowed, and you can see I got all of this mowed. It's a better picture. Trying to see through that thing is nasty. I got all around the boat, all up through there. This tree, oh my gosh. And then got all that cleared. You don't see how thick it was. That's how thick that was, and there's a burn pile right in the middle of that, so I couldn't do that. But I wanted to take y'all over, and it may be hard to hear, but I'll make sure I'll turn up the back. Just think, this all used to be clear. I mean, being Brooke cleared a lot of it, and it's just growing crazy. And look at all the American beauty berries everywhere. Everywhere. Should dig them up and sell them. But then I'd have to deal with the shipping on those big plants, and I don't know how I do that. And then I used to mow in there, and it's just got and them sweet gum trees out of control. But look. So I did this. I think you could drive through there. Matter of fact, I'm going to try and drive through some of these places, so when my sister comes with the tractor, she'll know. But you can see there's sweet gum tree there that's growed up. But the reason I cut this is because on the left side, y'all, if y'all been watching the videos, oh my gosh, I'm getting trees. There is a tree that is down all along this side. That's why, right there it is. That's why I have, I cut right here so she'd know. It grow right back there. And y'all see how grown up that is. And I actually went through that with the side-by-side the other day. There's Junior. But, let me back up a little bit. But all of this over here on this side can be mowed. But I can't mow it, as y'all can tell. You can see how tall it is. I can't mow it with the mower. It's just, I tried mowing some of it yesterday. But there's a few limbs right over on this side that I couldn't get any closer. Plus the creek's right there. You can see I've driven through that before. All that can be mowed. There's some trees in through here, but up to about this point here and behind there can be mowed. Right in through there can be mowed. You can see I found me another mullein plant that I came in here. This wasn't too bad because I'd mowed it before. But then up here is where that tree, the top of that tree is right here. And then I saw that, so that one's broke too, and I don't know where the top of that one was, so I was trying to cut stuff back. Hey, Junior! Hey, Joe! But you can see, there's one of the limbs right there. So, I was trying to cut it back, so there, you can see it through there. How it comes down. These trees need to go. Dang, I don't want to get down here cutting trees to get snake bit. But I used to keep all this mowed, all of it. And I don't know if that tree's broke all the way or not, but yeah, it's going to be hard for her. But this is not even what I wanted to show y'all. Come on, let's go, Jim. We got all of it mowed. It looks so much better mowed. All of it mowed. But I'm going to show y'all this park back. I used to go another 5 or 6 foot back in there and had all that right there mowed. I got my little path cut here you got to be leery right here at the edge because I think I'm a little too close. We'll back up. You can see where I've driven before because the creek, the creek. So I wanted to try to come and do a path to let her know exactly how far over. That's a little sketchy up there. I don't know. You'd probably go over a little bit further, but I wanted her to know. And there's that big tree, so we're right on the creek bed. I wanted her to know where she could. You can see right there's the creek. Where she could go and where she needed to stop. I used to keep all that back there mowed, all this over here mowed. I don't even think I can get through there anymore because trees done grow up. Yep. That's my irises. I came through that away. Back up. But y'all can just see how overgrown it's gotten. And you know, to be honest with you, I can't stand it. I used to keep all this mowed and all these trees, like that sweet gum trees, grown back up. And I could cut them down, but once again, I don't want to be back here with the snakes. And then I went through there, and I'm going to drive through there again and make a path. Actually, make a path, knock it down, so she'll know. And you can see, I drove through there, which with the tractor, she can do better. But the reason I did this is there is a stump. There's a stump over here, and I don't know where the top of that tree fell. I don't know where Junior. Move, Junior, you want to ride? Come on. He worries me. Come on. Got stuff climbing on my face. Oh, this trail goes back over to that little thing, and then that over there goes back. We'll go over there in a minute. Let me see if I can knock some of this down. That other stump is somewhere. I really don't want to hit it. It's somewhere right in here, though. I think we found it. Yeah, we found it. I just kind of want to let her know where stuff is. Because there's a couple of stumps over here. And because it's so daggone tall, I used to could cut all of this. Yeah, there's another stump right in there. But I was going to come and look at this plant and see if I can identify it, because it looks, the head of it looks like a moringa. Hang on, let me see if I can identify it, and I'll pick y'all back up. Well, it's not what I thought. It's not a moringa. It's actually a common elderberry, and look at all of it growing. There's some more. It's all right. It's kind of weird that it's all growing right here. So I'm gonna have to get down here and dig some of it up so I can start harvesting stuff and learning how to use it. Yep, I see a vine, but look at all of the plants. Common elderberry. I tell y'all, I have all kind of native stuff out here that's just lovely. I sure was wishing I'd find some moringa, though. I want to get me some moringa trees. All right, I'm going to go drive around, and I'll pick y'all back up shortly. Well, I found some more of the plants on the other side when I was driving around. No. No. What are you doing, big girl? Lacey. No. No. She wants to be your friend. What are you girls doing? Y'all look so pretty. Y'all look so pretty. Yeah. Came out of the woods. Figured I'd come over here and see these girls. That's the bottle raised baby that my sister did. And she is big. Let's see something. Oh, Maggie must be coming. But I was going to swing around and just show y'all how bad the property line is. And then we'll probably end the video. Alright, girls, I just wanted to say hello. I just wanted to say hello. They should be looking all over me if I'd go over there. I wish I had a treat. I don't have no treats, girls. I don't have any. Yeah, Maggie's came. There they are. But I just wanted to show y'all. I'd love to come and knock all this stuff down. Even though I know it's not mine, just knock all these trees down. Maybe, I don't know if my sister can or not. Maybe I'll ask her. But Brooke and I'll turn, there's tree limb. I'm covered in debris. No, we'll shut it off. I'm not walking in there. I'm not walking in there. But there's a big old tree right there. I tried to go. I can only go in as far as right there because there's all trees there. But yeah, that big old tree, I don't know if y'all can see it fell. But Brooke and I mean, there's poison ivy everywhere over here. Brooke and I had come and cleaned this spot because there was trees like this. And I want these gone. But we cleaned on this side too. I guess that's been 2 years ago because there were limbs on the fences, and you can see there's limbs on the fence now. But and then you can't get across the creek down there. But yeah, we had the whole fence line cleaned up. But there's so many trees down now that yeah, I don't even dare walk in there. But I sure would love to have all of this cleaned up. Get rid of all that poison ivy. Oh, there's them girls. Alright. I made some paths. Look, the dogs are back there. I made a bunch of paths. As many as I possibly could. It was wild. Knocking down little trees. But at least to show, I mean, you can even see where I've driven and opened it up to show my sister. I mean, there's trees down right there. But I even made a path. We'll make one more little pass. The trees all down. trees inside here. Well, got back up here and wanted to show y'all 4 o'clocks growing. 4 o'clocks growing, 4 o'clocks. All the 4 o'clocks are growing. But this is what I wanted to show y'all. Tried to show y'all the other day. And this one has bloomed. And I'm almost wanting to take it off now. But you can see this one's fixing to bloom too. And they're 2 different colors. Because they must be, I'm trying to see 2 different colors on the same plant. I thought there might have been 3 planted there. And then this one's going to bloom too, and it looks like it's going to be light. But aren't those the prettiest colors? Look, God always provides. So I'm going to let that dry out and see if I can't harvest some of the seeds to plant some more of them. Rosa Sharon. I don't know. I might have said something else, but it's Rosa Sharon. They look so much like a hibiscus, but the Rosa Sharon. I like the old plants. Like I got my lilac bushes, and I wish they're doing fine, but I think it must be too hot here. I need to do some research because they grow really well in Virginia. And I mean, Virginia gets hot, but I don't think it gets as hot as early as Texas does. I got all that cleaned up, but I want to clean all that back up too, all the trees. But I'm not going in there in the summertime. Between the poison ivy and the snakes, I ain't got no use for it. So yeah. Oh, and one other thing, and then because this video was done got way longer, there's the lilac bushes, and you can see they are doing good. They're just not growing like they would have in Virginia, and the one in the back is growing really well too. But me and the dogs have been walking every day, and Maggie, you got hot, didn't you? But look, found that on the side of the road, found that one on the side of the road, and then the other one on the side of the road. So dug them up and decided to bring them, see if I can keep them alive. I mean, they're just wild black-eyed Susans. So we're going to try and see how that does. If not anything else, maybe I can harvest some of the seeds off of the flowers to have some more growing. But I think, because that's what I've got planted out there. I've got 3 planted out there. And I wanted to kind of compare these to what I actually, the plants that I actually bought. And they're doing pretty good. The leaves on them are a little bit darker and wider than those. But yeah, they're doing really good. Zinnia. Thinking of zinnia? May not be. Could be that evening primrose, but I'm not for sure, because that right there looks different than the one I planted down here. And this one also has more flowers, so I'm hoping it is the evening primrose, but I'm not for sure. And the little marigolds, they're trying. They're black-eyed Susan. Purple cornflowers are doing awesome. Peonies doing good. Everything's doing well. I mean, look at the heads on those mums. And yes, after they bloom out, I'll cut them back. This one, I don't see. There's some on this one and some on the little ones. But even the little ones are trying to bloom out. Here the rine's pink. You see how they're spreading? And then these are all coming out. As soon as that finishes, I'll cut that back so I can get them to bloom again in the fall. And you can see there's red and a purple in there. And this one has red, yellow, and orange. And that was all one mum. Interesting, isn't it? But yeah, there's the other black-eyed Susan, and there's one. And the birds, like, love the bird feeder. Alright, this video's done. Went on so long. Hope y'all kind of enjoyed that. I got a little while using the side-by-side like a bulldozer. Y'all could tell what I would do if I had some heavy equipment. But down there in the garden around the the fruit trees looks so much better. And to know that I've got 2 more that are springing off of the plum tree that I can dig up and transplant once they get a little bit bigger. That's awesome too. Nice find on the elderberry down there, so I'm going to do some research on that and see which ones would be the best to harvest. The ones that are already flowered and take the flower with them, and then the seed, or some of the other young ones. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all learned as much as I did today with the other plants down there. There's so many native plants, and those mullein plants down there, I tried to mow around them so my sister won't mow them down. They're so big. I mean, they've got to be 8 foot tall. Because, I mean, they don't look that big from here. You get up close to them, because that American Beauty berry is like 3-4 foot. So I'm going to try to leave that little circle right there. There's wood up in there, so I'm going to hope she can clean that all out and just mow that down. And leave those, and maybe I'll make a little flower bed down there of just the American Beauty berries and the mullein. Alright, I think it's going to rain. We've got a little breeze. Flowers are still doing. I got to harvest these seeds. So, and start saving them. I got to find me some little containers to keep them in. I love the 4 o'clocks. I mean, I really do. I mean, they grow. They grow everywhere. This one's blooming. The one over here on the side of the house is blooming. It's got a lot of flowers on it, and it opened up in the afternoon. It was so pretty. But isn't it just gorgeous, those colors? I mean, you can make a hedgerow out of this stuff. So yeah, everything is doing well. This lilac bush isn't quite doing as well as that one down there, but the sages on this side are doing better than those over there. It's not making any sense. But sedum's coming up. There's my, excuse me, my pampas grass. Got some more 4 o'clocks coming up. But anyway, I checked on the weeping willow yesterday. It's doing fine, so are the cantaloupe, so I mowed around it again. But I trimmed these back. These are crepe myrtles because I actually saw some roots growing on them when I pulled them out of the water. I was going to, and I put them in clean water, so we'll see. It's kind of an experiment. We'll see. And see how well this lilac bush is doing. All this yarrow coming up, but this lilac bush is doing really good. I need to really take it out and plant it somewhere else. I've never had them in a container, but right now it was some place to put it to get it growing and get more roots on it. So, but anyway, thank y'all for coming along with me today. Got a little wild in the side-by-side. Yep, I'd be dangerous with heavy equipment, because all that would be gone. Trees, everything would be gone. Maybe not the great big trees. I do want to clean that one off, but the little ones that I could push down, yeah, they'd be gone. Yeah. I mean, it's not that I hate trees. I just think they have a place. And them little bitty scrawny ones that are coming back up, the sweet gums that are coming back up, yeah, no, they need to be gone. Kind of like that tree is right there. Needs to be gone. One way back there, straight behind this one, back there, and that's a dead one. So anyway, I'm going to finish drinking my coffee. If you like the content, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, come on over to the channel to subscribe. We'd love to have you, and hit the notification bell. so you know when I upload a video, you'll get a notification. And if any of y'all are interested in that Beauty Society Infused, leave me a comment and I'll get you hooked up with my sponsor, advisor, whatever. There they go, barking at somebody. All right, y'all have a good one. We're supposed to be having some storms. We're not, we're probably just going to get some rain, but you can tell it's overcast, which is good because it keeps it cool. All right, this is a longer video than I wanted, but I hope y'all enjoy it. All right, catch you on the next one.